I did not want to see the baby because I didn't know who it was by, and I just thought, even if nothing's wrong with the baby, I'm going to mess up the baby's life. So I don't want to see it. I didn't want to bond with the baby or anything.
In a life marred by low points, like sexual abuse and being trafficked, it was perhaps Elaine Richardson's lowest. But in that moment of darkness, she began to see the light. Richardson told her story at the Human Trafficking Summit 2020 Thursday in Columbus. Her life has changed a lot since the birth of her daughter. Before that day in the hospital, her life was in constant chaos, since falling into the fold of human trafficking when she was raped in the 7th grade in Cleveland. Pregnant and facing drug charges, she gave up on everything, even her child.
And she showed me the baby. And when I saw her, I liked her. But I thought I was going to mess up her life.
It was then that a woman told her about Project Second Chance. With the help of the program, Elaine got into recovery, broke free from the chain of control by those who abused her, and began her academic track. Now she's a literacy studies professor at Ohio State University. People used to call the police on her. Now they call her doctor. Dr. Richardson is one of the keynote speakers at the summit. The event, put on by Attorney General Dave Yost, is bringing leaders from all over the state to try and tackle this issue that often lives in the shadows.
We're going to build a highway of hope. We're going to build a right-of-way to redemption, a freeway to freedom.
Yost says a study found upwards of 1,100 cases of human trafficking in Ohio. He says likely there are thousands more that aren't reported. That's why they're coming at this problem from multiple fronts, starting with the legislature. He says closing gaps is key, like increasing penalties for those that pay for sex and eliminating the requirement that victims prove they aren't willingly selling themselves. There's also training for hotel and motel workers to spot potential human trafficking situations.
What we tell them to look for is things like some age disparity, 2 people checking into a motel without luggage.
Ultimately, he says, it's a problem that can't be solved with the power of one, but just one can empower others.
What would you say to somebody who's sort of trapped in this cycle right now, as somebody who's gotten out of it?
That you're worth something, that your life has meaning, and part of your journey is going to help somebody else.
Molly Martinez, Spectrum News.